Okay, not sure if I will overdub this or not, but for now I'm going to record a video of all of the cards I got at my very first card show. And what is today? May 9th, I'm pretty sure, 2026. So Saturday, May 9th. Um, man, I got a haul. I'm pretty happy about a lot of these. So many cards to show. I'll just start with this Pikachu, Surfing Pikachu VMAX, I suppose. Um, this is the Celebrations version. I started collecting again, and I realized there's only 25 cards in Celebrations, so I decided to start with that and see if I could complete Celebrations. So I have Surfing Pikachu VMAX. Let me move these out of the way. Surfing Pikachu VMAX. I've got the Flying Pikachu V, which is funny because I actually already... I forget. I either have this one already or I have the Surfing Pikachu already. I forget which one. Pretty sure it's near mint. These cards looked like they had just come out of the pack. So, there's another Pikachu. Surfing Pikachu, one of the ones I didn't have for Celebrations. So I was happy to pick these up. One of those I already have, which was funny, and I just forgot that when I was at the show. This Dark Wheezing, the cheapest one I had seen on TCG Player for light play was almost $9. It might have been like $8.50. And this thing was $4. And there's definitely some hollow coming through on the bottom, and there's like a little bit of raised card down here. It's kind of foggy. I'm gonna clean these too, especially the dirtier ones. There's some whitening up here. A little white on the corner, but like it's probably a really good mod play card. Oh, it looks like there might be a little crease there that doesn't quite go through the whole card. Maybe that's why it was a little cheaper. I don't think that... Oh yeah, it does show on the front. It's a little ding right there on the right hand side. It looks like a binder ding, but that's a strange place for it. Interesting. Honestly, still happy to pay $4 for that. I didn't even notice it when I was looking at the card earlier. I was too busy trying to figure out if it was foil or not because the the hollow foil didn't show up very well in the light. So these are all from the same seller, by the way. Oh, I guess actually the VMAX Pikachu is from somebody different. I got VMAX Pikachu and I got Rocket Zapdos. I got paid $10 for both of them, which I thought was pretty nice. The guy was appreciative that I was beginning to collect again, and when I was flipping through cards, I told him I wanted vintage, and I saw the Rocket Zapdos, and he said, no, it's the 25th anniversary, and I was like, son of a gun. So I think he sought some pity on me and gave it to me for a discount. The Pikachu was $8. So, but from this same vendor, I got this Vaporeon, which is one that I was really looking forward to getting, and he gave me a deal. Let's see, it was 20, it was 33 for all of these, and he gave them to me for 30. So like these were 12, this was 21. And he just gave it to me for an even 30. I thought that was really nice because I feel like the Weezing was already half off in my mind, and the Pikachus were pretty much at market. I think the Vaporeon pretty much is too. I would have been happy to pay $21, but I think because I bought 4 cards, he was willing to knock the price down. So this is what we ended up with. Nice base set Vaporeon. Honestly, the foil's pretty clean. There are some scratches on it, but I don't see very many deep ones. There's like a... It's kind of like a... right here on the corner, a little curved corner scratch that looks like it's a little deeper than some of the others. $19.99, I mean, not bad for almost a 30-year-old card. So you can see some of the holo coming through the top edge here. The jungle, I noticed the jungle symbol on this one is a little weaker than other cards. Let's see if I have a comparison. Did I get any other jungle cards today? I feel like I did. Wow, I guess not. That's wild. No other jungle cards. That can't be right. I guess it is. So I did get a pincer, but the pincer doesn't have the symbol, so so it doesn't do me any good to show that one because it's just missing. So anyway, there's the Vaporeon. Really happy to pick this one up. This was, I mean, for 20 bucks, however you want to look at it, either I paid 18 for it or I paid 20, and for 2 of these I got them for 3. I feel like this is a really nice card. So, really happy about that. He had it listed as LP. I'll still give it a wipe down too and see if we can't make it shine a little bit more. So there's 2 different sellers. Let's see, the third seller, I'm not going in order, but actually, let's see, here's the very first pickups of the day for me. Was another Pikachu from Celebrations that I was going to be able to add to my collection. And then I got the movie promo Entei. It looks clean on the front, it's kind of beat up on the back, and then when you pull it out you can see why it's not any better than moderately played. And then I got this Hypno, this Fossil Hypno, which is listed MP, and it does have like some scratching in the foil. Mostly it's just really dirty on the front. So like all of this, I'm hoping I'm just going to be able to clean off. All this stuff I'm going to try to wipe down with a cotton cloth. But it is the foil version, I made sure of that. And then the back is really where you can see a lot of the play. Like it's kind of chewed up here, there's whitening on all the edges. So definitely a moderately played card, at least. But I'm hoping a lot of this stuff on the front is going to clean up, because the front looked really good to me, even with like the holo coming through on the edge and whatnot. I think a lot of this dirt, honestly, this should have been like at least heavily played if he was selling it this way, but the price was really good, and I think he also gave me, what did we pay for these? It was 18 total, we paid 15, so really I got it for $9. I felt like $9 for a card that I might be able to clean some of the dirt off of was a pretty good deal. So, pretty happy about that. Pikachu's near mint. It's pack fresh. It's not near mint. I looked at this thing, and look at the edge here. Look how hairy the edge is from the cut from the factory. I thought that was so wild. I could see it through the sleeve. And you can see all the little fibers on this side from where it was cut. But other than that, yeah, the card is like, it's pack fresh. I don't think I would call it near mint. It's certainly not gradable, but it is a good looking card. Yeah, you can just see all the hair on this side, all the cardboard fuzz. And then like this little nick on the corner here, and then on the front you can see some of the little bit of wear on the top. But I was still happy to pay, what, $7 for it, because now I've almost got my Celebrations collection completed. So those two, this was the first person I bought from at the show, which was pretty exciting. I saw the Entei and I saw the Hypno. I saw the Hypno first, and then I saw the Entei, and then I saw the Pikachu, and I was like, all right, I'm not even gonna look around yet. I'm gonna bite the bullet on these. What did I say? I didn't pay 15. I paid 25 for these. I said 15 earlier. I paid 9 apiece for Entei and Hypno, and 7 for the Pikachu. So this is the Entei. I'm kind of looking now to see if I can see a swirl anywhere in the foiling of the Cosmos. I don't see anything right now. Doesn't mean, oh, actually there is one. Right there, damage your, it circles the word your. See if I can get it in the light. Look, you can see it there. There is a swirl right in the body. That's cool. I love that. I bought some other cards today that were not in the best condition that had swirls on them, just because they're ones I still want for my collection. But really, here's the MP. You can see the top of this thing. You can see all these nicks on the side and the bottom. It is a loved card. It's not, I don't know. I mean, I would probably sell this as heavily played. I grade really, really strict, or I mean, I condition really strict. This would be maybe MP minus if I was just, but yeah, it's not. The centering is, look at the difference in the gap here and here, like this top part even. It looks like it slants from the cut a little bit. But a card from my childhood, and it has a body swirl, which I didn't notice at the show, and maybe there's another one I can find too. So I'll be happy to look into that one more, and I'm gonna clean it up a little bit with my cotton cloth that I got. So this was the last person I bought from. This was the first person I bought from. This was actually one of the last, like second to last maybe. I got these. Oop. Pikachu, no! I got these all from the same seller, and they also offered me some kind of a deal. So this is a foil. This is kind of like the coughing. That's just hard to see because the art is so dark. This is a foil Neogenesis Ampharos, which in Gen 2, when I played through the original gold version on my green Game Boy Color, was my favorite Pokemon. I always caught Mareep. I think it was like right before you went into the cave that took you to, what's the town that Bugsy is in with the Slowpoke well? Right before you went into that town, you could catch Mareep in the grass, and I always did. That looks really good. I bought this assuming that it was priced. It looked like it was priced at lightly played price. The front looks really clean to me. It's like a real thin print line, it looks like, going straight down the right side of the foil that you can kind of catch. Now that you know it's there, like just right on the edge of my thumbnail. It's really hard to see in the camera, but it's there. Yeah, you can kind of get it at that angle. Anyway, the card looks really clean. Edges look really clean. Oh, and it's number 1. Something I never really paid attention to is that they go in alphabetical order. So A for Ampharos, AM specifically. It's the number 1. So there's some whitening down here at the bottom. on that corner. There's some white on like the middle and the left, but like I was tiny little white up here, but I bought this thinking it was LP for sure, and I think it is. I don't see any other markings or creases. This is a really nice old card, and again, he offered me a deal on the bundle, so I was happy to pay 20 for that all day long. I thought that was just a great find. I felt like that was at least what I'd be willing to pay online, and the fact that I got to see the card in person and buy it was just amazing. All right, let's look at this together, because I saw a foil Lapras for $4, and I just bought it. I saw that it was not in the best condition, but it is a foil fossil Lapras. So I snagged it up for $4. The foiling is, God, it's beat, man. It's scratched like crazy. You can see even the card has got like damage spots where the foil's coming through on the blue of the card. You can see the wear on the edges. On the bottom, here's another spot where the foil comes through the card, down here by my thumb. Yeah. Maybe not as bad as a playground card, but like certainly played or carried around. Little... It's almost like a crease that got repaired, maybe. There's a tiny little raised part of the card here, right above the M. Whitening here, all along the edge there's whitening. All along the edge of this card, you'll see whitening. Other than that, honestly, it's not too bad on the back. Little dirt speck. But foil fossil Lapras for $4. Say that 5 times fast. I was happy for that one. I had to have been either mispriced or they just really like somebody must have gave it to them or they found it or something, because like $4 is absurdly low for that. Obscenely low, but the same guy had this Erica, this foil Gym Heroes Erica, also for $3, and I figured even at damaged it's worth it, because really the damage is like dirt. It does have like a small indent or kind of binder ding looking section. Let's see if I can capture it. It's like right here, or it's just slightly raised. Oh, how is that on the front? Yeah, oh yeah, you can see it on the front. It's creased. Okay. Well, yeah, okay, maybe this is just damaged. You can see the creasing on the front here. Try to get a PSA 1, maybe. But yeah, creases. What I saw most is this sticky... It's already coming off right there. And this is what I assumed. I didn't want to mess with it in front of the guy because I wanted to pay $3 for this old foil trainer. But other than, let's see, we got these creases, but there's just dirt on it. Most of this was just like dirt and grime. And I felt like for $3, I could probably clean this up and make it a really good, clean card that just has some light creases. I got some rippling in it. Looks like there's actually mild, like right here, it looks like a little bit of water damage. It looks like a little, there you go, you can see it from here to here. Looks like it touched some water or coffee or something. Can't really see it on the side very much, but really happy with that. Honestly, just these foil trainers, I know they're going for great prices. The foiling is okay, but I'm going to clean it up and it's going to look good in the binder. $3 foil Erica, and the damage is this crease corner and this small crease here, and they're pretty light. Honestly, they don't even really, the back is slightly raised here and here. They just don't look that bad. They're very mild. So really happy with that. I mean, $3. $3 for that. $4 for foil Lapras. I'm definitely going to clean that grime off of there. I bought it with the intention of doing that. Okay. Another Neo Genesis pickup. I freaking love the Neo Genesis cards, man. Huge fan of Neo Genesis. Foil Azumarill, which I also anticipated paying $20 for a clean copy. So when I saw this one for $19, I was really happy and felt like I needed to just take it. Because again, I could take a risk on paying $20 plus tax and shipping on TCG Player and get what somebody thinks is LP, or I can look at the card and determine if I want to pay the price for it, and then if not, I'll move on to another vendor. And so that was a great thing about the card show, was that I could touch the cards, I could talk to the people, I didn't pay any tax, I didn't pay any shipping, and I think every single person gave me a deal. Like every single person was willing to knock $1 off, a few bucks off, $5 off, depending on what I bought. This has got a partial swirl, which I can't admit I saw when I was looking at the card in person. And it's got some scratching here in the holofoil that's pretty light on camera, and honestly you'd have to find the right angle in person to see it too. It looks like it's, oh no, it's over the top of his body. Yeah, so there's a scratch that goes along the distance of the card. Otherwise, it's a beautiful card. Otherwise, it's near mint candidate. Like the sides look really nice. I'm not seeing a lot of foiling coming through on the yellow. The back looks really clean. Like tiny white on the corners, maybe. It's just a great looking card. So, and now I've got that swirl. Man, that swirl, that's so cool. Yeah, super happy to have gotten to look at it and to decide what I wanted to pay for it. I'm just going to put it back in the sleeve, even though eventually I'm going to take it out again. Azumarill. Marill was also really cool because growing up, before we knew it was Marill, everybody was calling it Pika Blue. Like in school, it was Blue Pikachu before we got to see the new set, before like Gen 2 reached America, at least before we had like, you know, the word Marill. Everybody just called it Pika Blue. So, no, man, that was a long time ago. That was like before I was 10 years old. So it's been a minute. All right, here's Zapdos, which this one's MP. It says LP MP. It's more MP, but an LP copy of this is like $40+. Like the cheapest LPs that are actually selling, and that there are sales for in lightly played condition, are like 41, 42, 43, 44. So to see this one for 20, and to notice that it's like, it's not that bad, like it's a pretty good MP. The foiling still looks really nice. It still pops really well. It's not super cloudy. There's some light scratching on it. I don't really see any creases. There's some dirt that I'm going to clean off here and just different places from age. Again, 1999 or older. There's like a scratch in the body of the card here. More whitening along the edges, at the top and the bottom corners there. You can see bottom corners, top corners. So yeah, pretty MP, pretty easy MP. If I was selling this card, it would at least be MP. And depending on how I was feeling, like I might even call it HP, because like there are actual pieces of the card missing and the foil is showing through on the resistance piece, and you can even see it in the camera here. This is the biggest one though. And on the camera it doesn't look bad, but in person you can really notice it. But for half the price of an LP version, for one that honestly is a really good example of like a cleaner MP, I think. Super happy to pick that up, because right now I'm really just trying to get like as much of the base set through Neo as I can, since that's the stuff that I remember, that's the stuff that I was collecting, that's the stuff that I grew up with. So what did we pay for this? 20, 40, 62, 66. I feel like I just gave him $60 for all this. So take $1 off each card, and then take another $1 off from anywhere else. So 19, 3, 2, 18, 19. Maybe say we paid 18 for Zapdos. Like, I think the prices on these were just really solid. And again, the fact that I got to see them in person, no tax, no shipping, I was super happy with that. So, all right. Small purchase here, and I got some new stuff. Well, I got some new stuff and some old stuff. So I picked up some, I think these are called illustration rares, IRs. I got Palafin and Palmy. The story behind Palmy is that I had slowly kind of started dipping into collecting on my own, like without taking a lot of guidance. I had just started browsing TCG Player and seeing what I could find. And I found this art. There were 3 of these for sale, 75 cents a piece. And I knew I wanted to buy them, and I kept waiting to buy them. And by the time I was ready to check out, somebody had bought them. And they have never been that cheap since. And I just have kicked myself, because I was going to buy all 3. So I would have had 3 of these for $2.25. And today when I saw this, I just said, you know what, I still want one. Like, I still like the art, I still think it's cool, I still like the idea that you've got, like, all of the Palmies, and then you have the shiny Palmy. And I have the Wug Trio, too, where it's the same style of art, where, like, there's a shiny Wug Trio, and there's all the regular Wug Trios around it. So, I had the option to buy 3 for $2.25, and I missed it. Today I paid $2 for one, just because, you know what, I'm not going to miss that train again. I'm going to get Palmy while I can. Look at the foiling on the shiny Palmy's eyes. Man, that is cool. What a sweet card. So yeah, I just really like the art. Even though I don't know much about the new stuff, it's really easy for me to look at this card and say, wow, not only is it beautiful, but like I love the addition of the shiny Pokemon, especially in contrast with the regular forms. So I really love, I don't even know what this is called, PAF, I'm not sure what set that is, but I love these like shiny variant in community with the normal Pokemon. That just style of art is really cool to me. So picked up Palmy. Palafin was kind of the same story. Like, I had the option to get a Palafin for cheap, and then it's still a cheap card. Like, I bought it for $1 today. It might be closer to $2 on TCG with like shipping and stuff. But same idea, where I was just like, man, I wanted to get it. I had the option to get it for cheap. I missed it. I wasn't checking TCG Player every single day. But like these arts are just really standing out to me. And this is a near mint card. Both of these are so new that they're just pack fresh cards, and like any damage is either from the minimal amount of handling that they've had, or from just from the factory and from packaging. So, because pack fresh doesn't mean near mint. I've opened cards that were definitely not near mint. Like, I've opened LP cards, which is kind of wild, but it happens. So we got Palmy and Palafin. What was that, 3? This is actually the only vendor I paid full price, because we looked up the cost of this Heracross, which was actually the only card I wanted in the beginning, until I saw some of the IRs that I'd missed out on. But I saw this Heracross, and I already wanted it for $15, but it's pretty beat. in terms of like how it could be. Like I would have rather paid 20 for LP than 15 for this condition, but honestly, the swirl really sold me, and it's not, the camera's not doing this justice at all. There it is. That swirl just really sold me on this card. So I thought, you know what, that's really unique. I want this card for my collection anyway. I'd rather have a swirled version, even though I'm not really seeking them out, but I have just ended up finding a few of them, which is really nice. And you know, they're more common in the Cosmos foil cards anyway. So I got this Heracross, also Neo Genesis, with the swirl, and you can see like it looks like rain from all the scratches on the holo foil. So that's kind of where the MP on the front is coming from. And then the back, you can also see a lot of the whitening at the top, and you know, a little bit on the bottoms of the corner. Honestly, it's not bad. It's also a really good example of MP. I wish the foil wasn't scratched up as much. Like I would take something wrong with the side of the card before I would take the foil scratches, but $15 is still a good price for MP. And I got the swirl, so I compromised on that one and decided this was going to be my Heracross. And I'm happy with it, and I'm happy to take a cotton rag to this guy too and try and clean him up a little bit and see if any of that stuff buffs out. So, okay, so those are almost all. These are all individual sellers, by the way. So 5 different sellers. Here are... Oh my god, I bought 2 Palafins today. That's hilarious. I missed out so much that I wasn't going to do it again. So then I got on my IR train and I found somebody who had a binder where almost all the cards were $1. And actually they gave this to me for $1. Executor I did pay 2 for. I don't even know what this is worth. I just was trying to even out and give them a $5 bill. So they gave me Palafin, Executor, Wugtrio, and Stunfisk, which is $6 worth of cards. They gave it to me for $5. So one of these was only $1. Or one of these was free, however you want to think about it. So, alright, so we've already got Palafin. We know about that one. Stunfisk, these are all near mint, so I won't take them out of the sleeves. Stunfisk, I love when so much of the card is art. Like, this attack is here, and other than that, it's almost all art. So I'm really happy about that. I think I also missed up on the opportunity to get this one in Japanese on like a Whatnot stream, so I'm really happy that I was able to pick it up in person for $1, no tax, no shipping. Wugtrio I actually already have, but this is also a similar story to the Palmy, where they used to be like $1 or less, and then the price jumped up, and once I see a price for something, I don't want to pay higher than that. And so, like, I have kept myself from buying Wugtrio. I got one of them on a stream, because I think I paid like $2 for it as well. And then I saw this one again, and they were willing to give me $1 off on it. So now I have my Wugtrios, I have my Palafins, and I have my Palmy. Like I wanted to get a long time ago, and just... never quite got to or prioritized. So, and now my priority is, you know, base set, jungle, fossil, Team Rocket, all that stuff. But if I can get a nice looking art card for $1, then I'm also gonna add some of those to the collection because I do think they're pretty. Executor, Lowland Executor EX. This is the... I think this is also an illustration rare. It looks like a double... It's a double silver star. So I guess it's not technically an illustration rare. It's an EX, but it's like a special EX because it's not the double black star. It's about all I know on these newer ones. EXs are new to me. GXs, Vs, all that stuff. I have no idea quite yet what the differences are, other than I think that EXs are basically just like, to me they almost seem like what holo rares used to be, in terms of like rarity and hoping to pull them where like they were like they're not as rare as some of the newer cards, but they were still the chases. And then now you've just got so many different things to look at. This Skarmory just jumped out at me. I'm collecting so much of base set and Neo in particular, that like seeing a Gen 2 Pokemon in a new art like this, and like, my God, that honestly, I just thought it was beautiful. And the Skarmory looks so steel. Like the metal of this Pokemon really shows, and then there's the gray background or the gray border to match. It's already on like some piece of metal, and then the blue sky behind, like reflecting off of it. Just gorgeous, man. And then add the foiling on top of that. Look at how his eye shines when the foil goes over it, or when the light goes over it. Just amazing card. I even looked up online, and most of these are selling for like around $8, $8 or $9, and the guys that I bought it from only had it priced for $6. So I figured, you know what? I like this card so much. Other than like the cards that I know I want to collect, which I also do enjoy, this one as a new card just really caught my eye. So I thought, you know what? I'll take it because it's already a deal, and I really like it. So picked up this sweet ass Skarmory for $6. That was one of the few cards I paid full price for and didn't get any sort of a discount on. So I bought all these from those guys for $5, and then I told them I might come back for the Skarmory, and then I ended up going back for the Skarmory. So, and I just paid them the $6 for that. I was happy to do that. They gave me a deal on the other cards. I felt like it was fair to just pay full price for Skarmory, which was already cheaper than I could go online and buy it. So hard to beat that. Hard to beat. All right, let's move some stuff out of the way because this next stack is freaking huge. I'll try and keep some of these things in screen so we know what we've seen, but I'm going to move them off to the side a little bit more. So I came for vintage, and I got vintage. Whenever I decided I was going to do this, I told myself I was going to make sure that everything I got was lightly played or better. Then I watched a YouTube video yesterday where a guy was like talking about how easy it is to haggle when cards are not in the perfect condition, and when people have had them for a while, and when they're vintage or cards that people aren't looking for. So I hit the freaking jackpot on vintage today, and this is like my fourth muck, by the way. That's the one card I really didn't need to buy but just couldn't turn down for the price. I got, let's see, these are in frame. I got all of these cards, and some of them are base set too. The Poliwrath and the Chansey are base set too. Everything else is its original set, I believe. Fossil Magneton, base set Hitmonchan and Ninetales, Fossil Muck, Rocket Arbok, OG Dual Deck, Machamp, and like probably the one that caught my eye the most, this Pinsir with no jungle symbol. And so first off, I don't know, take all that in. Look at this. Look at this sweet haul. And then try and imagine what I paid for it, and then you will definitely be wrong. Because I picked up this Pinsir, and they had all these cards were in a binder, and this was like 2 pages of the binder was the vintage, and then everything else was new stuff. Some of the cards they had priced, they had like base set Gyarados that I wanted. They had some other cards that I wanted that were actually priced, I thought, really high for the condition. Like most of these cards are MP at best. But I picked up this Pinsir, and I noticed there's like this crud on it, and I thought, man, I kind of scraped it with my fingernail, and I thought, I think I can actually go home and clean that off. And then I can clean this off too. And then, you know, it's still got some foiling showing on the edges of the card. It's not a perfect. It's still it's probably. I would sell this as heavily played without the gunk on it, just because of how much foil is showing on um, the side of the card, up and down. Like the whole side is foil. This right side is not as bad, but the top is also pretty beat. And then the whole back, you can see, is just... I don't think I saw any creases, but it's just a lot of whitening up there, a lot of rough edges. This corner is it's kind of damaged, actually. This corner is, the whole bottom is white, and this whole side is just like mildly beat. There might even be a tiny... And if there's a crease there, I can't feel it. It kind of looked like it for a second. So I called it was a husband and wife, and they had all of these cards. And the wife didn't know the prices, so she called him over, and I said, hey, I'm looking at this card, and I think it's damaged. And the whole time I'm thinking, like, I just want a good price on a no symbol pincer from Jungle. Like, that's what I want. Hoping I could clean this stuff off and have, you know, like a, I don't know, maybe potentially an MP card, maybe. But really, I just wanted to see if I could get this for a decent price. And he said, $5. And I was like, wow, sold. And then I started to pull some other cards out of the binder, like I wanted Hitmonchan. None of these had prices on them. Which is why I was asking about the pincer. It also didn't have a price. And so I started to pull this out of the binder, and he said, $5. And then he pointed to all these cards in the binder and said, all these ones that don't have prices on them yet, I'll give to you for $5. And I took those cards out of the binder so fast and gave them money before anybody had any chance to do anything. And I feel like I stole these cards, and it was all because of this pincer with the... I mean, I was going to ask on some of these anyway. I wasn't interested in the base 2 stuff. I have a base set Chansey coming in the mail. I think I actually have a Fossil Magneton that I purchased too that's in the mail. I've already got, how many? 3 mucks? This is my 4th muck now because it's such a cheap card. But man, $5, no symbol pincer, $5 base set Ninetales. Like, all of these are MP, like I said, at least. But even if some of them are HP, even if some of them have some damage, it was really hard for me to not pay $45 for all of this. Like, I was so happy to just pay $5 for all of these cards from my childhood. So I did. And that felt like the deal of the day, more than the few bucks or the $5 or the whatever that people took off for me. It was really this stack of 9 cards in varying conditions. Like, you know, Muck and Arbok might be in okay condition, but like, honestly, I didn't even look at half of these. Chansey is I would call MP. Machamp is beat. He looks like he got handled by somebody with 4 arms. Fossil Magneton. So I haven't even looked closely at any of these. When he just said $5 a piece, I was like, you know what? I did do some research on some of these, and I knew I could get like some of these for like 5 to 10 in damaged condition, where they're definitely coming with like a full crease through the card. So I thought, even if they're MP, borderline HP, dude, $5 no symbol pincer, $5 OG Machamp, Muck. I needed the Arbok too, and LP Arbok is like $12 or $13 on TCG plus tax. OG foil Magneton, dude, Fossil. The Machamp, the base set 2 Chansey, the base set 2 Poliwrath. and the base set Ninetales. I was so giddy about this. I was so giddy about this. I'm not going to pull all those out, I don't think, because they're all so beat, and I still have more cards to show. So I got these in the mail. I'm not going to show everybody my address, but we got one package to open together. This is a gimme. So I was in a Whatnot stream, and just for being there, I got a free card. And so it looks like I got a Shadowless Ponyta. Base set Shadowless. 1999. And apparently I got a Snivy. Promo Snivy from, what is that, Black and White? So I got these two cards, and I wish they would have packaged this a little differently. I know they're freebies, but they put the sleeve opening up toward the top. Hope that didn't damage the card. It kind of is. Maybe it was already like that, though. This is a free card. So we've got free Ponyta, Shadowless. This might be my first Shadowless card now that I've started collecting again. It's got this little flip at the top here. Man, that might be because of the shipping. That's really unfortunate. It's kind of got one over here too, you can see. So cool. Kensugi Mori. OG. Oh wow, it's got a crease right here in the side. Can you see that? I'm not complaining. It was free. I'm just noticing for the first time. Whitening on the edges, pretty beat up on the bottom. Still base set Shadowless. Oh yeah, you can really see it now. Base set Shadowless Ponyta. Maybe that's redundant to say base set Shadowless. I don't know if they have any other Shadowless Pokemon. This one's kind of beat up too. Like the corner is not so great, the bottom is not so great. Holy crap. The top is chewed up. There's a crease in that corner. Either this card is like actually worth something, and that's why they sent me a really beat up one. Or, Jesus, what's on the Pokemon? Or something, I don't know. Maybe this actually is worth a few bucks, and so that's why I got the really beat up one. That is a really pretty art though. That'll probably clean up pretty nice too. What is this from? This is 2011, so it's an older card. Older promo. Snivy. Alright, and then we've got one more to open. I hope this is a Neo Genesis Kingdra, but I don't know. I don't actually know. I'm going to take this away so you guys don't see. Oh, this is multiple cards. Oh, very nice. Okay, this is my... I got some cards kind of just because I was already buying from this seller anyway, and I was already paying for shipping, so I just bought some other new stuff I thought I might like. I love Tyranitar, and I got Iron Jugulus just because it was super cheap. But really, this pre-release Misty Seadra, that was what I wanted. So let's see this thing. And it's the first card. Wow. What did I... This is... Lightly Played is what they marked this as. So we're about to find out if it is lightly played or not. Gym Heroes pre-release Misty Seadra. This right now is the cheapest pre-release that I found that I could buy. How is this sealed? Okay, it's in the back. The Aerodactyl seems like it's the most expensive one, but this Misty Seadra, let's get it out of here. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at all these cards. Now I've got all kinds of different top loaders and soft loaders and stuff. Iron Check. Look, they were even trying to sell it for $1, and we got it for 14 cents. Oh yeah, that's the Hydreigon. I have the Pupitar, or Larvitar and Pupitar Cosmos foil, so I wanted to get the Tyranitar too. So, nice.